This is the root of Echinacea, and this particular species is Echinacea angustifolia, which is probably the species that's most preferred by herbalists. Unfortunately, angustifolia has been over-harvested in nature, and so people have moved more toward Echinacea purpurea because it's easily cultivated. Now, Echinacea purpurea is pretty much wiped out in the wild except for a few stands, but it's easy to grow. Everybody can grow it in their garden. It's a beautiful flower. The roots are equally good as all the other species of Echinacea, but Echinacea angustifolia generally is the preferred material. This material was actually harvested on a Native American reservation in South Dakota probably about 5 years ago. And angustifolia is the Echinacea species that has the strongest isobutylamide buzz that when you chew it causes a tingling and numbing of your tongue. Now, the primary use of Echinacea is for supporting immune response. It's specifically an immune stimulant. Stimulates macrophage activity, natural killer cell activity, endogenous interferon production, all of which help to protect and increase our immune resistance to natural stimuli outside in nature. Now, an interesting note about Echinacea is that this was the most popular herb from the 1800s to the early 1900s, and then it kind of disappeared when herbal medicine died in 1936 in the US. It wasn't brought back until a Santa Cruz-based herbalist named Michael Tierra read about the herb in a book called Back to Eden, and he saw this name, Echinacea, which he had never heard of before. And he went to an herb shop in San Francisco, and there was an old naturopathic physician there named Nathan Podhurst. And he asked Nathan, "Do you know about this herb Echinacea?" And Nathan nobody's asked about Echinacea for like 30 years. But he had a box, like a 5-pound box in his back room. And he brought it out, and Michael didn't really remember clearly, but Michael doesn't even think that he charged him for the Echinacea. But then Michael started making tincture out of the Echinacea and using it on patients. Michael's been an herbal practitioner for more than 60 years and started using it for patients and just saw how wonderfully it worked for supporting immune function, and that's how Echinacea came back into the American natural foods industry.